Hey guys, so welcome back to 100 Line Lost Defense Academy. Let's carry on where we left off. It's our first week, and we fended off our second assault against the Academy. Rest in peace to the commander who thought he could kick us while we're down. And, well, rest in pieces to Sirei, who's literally been diced up, and now we're left to fend for ourselves. It doesn't look like there's any kind of Sirei production line. I'm honestly not quite sure if he's been permanently purged from the game, except for the announcement videos that we get every morning and every evening. On the bright side, Eito's decided to join in the fight at long last, although his corny-ass speech wasn't really received well by the rest of the squad, myself included, but, you know, I'll cut him some slack. At least he's on the battlefield, unlike some of these other wusses. What? No way! What's going on?
Sirei's dead? How?
Alright, of course, you didn't actually see it. Here he is, in all his glory. Even his brain's been sliced in two.
When I found that piece of his badge, I figured something must have happened. But I never expected it to be this bad.
Yeah, neither, to be honest.
Who could have done this?
It's thanks to the clue you gave us that we were able to find Sirei.
Hey!
I just wish it hadn't been like this.
Huh?
But what about the agreement we had with him? He said we'd be allowed to go home after 100 days. Well, I guess he got assassinated by the higher-ups. He was even going to tell us the truth about everything. Now, we'll never find out why we were chosen, or what's being kept in the defense room. I thought you were against believing anything Sirei told us. I was, but once I saw there was no way of getting back to the complex on our own, I realized there must be some truth in what he said. Whatever he was going to tell us next, I'm sure it would have been worth hearing at least. Maybe he's got a spare, like another body that whoever's controlling him can jump into? If he did, he'd have done that already. Exactly, which is why I'm like, alright, I guess we're doing the next 93 days literally by ourselves. Right, I'm sorry. I ought to be put in solitary confinement for asking stupid questions. Are you a bottom, Shoma? Were you asking to be punished here? We're basically no better off than we were before. Are we really supposed to sit around with no one to tell us why we're here, or what we're doing? There's not a lot else we can do. We've proven pretty definitively we can't get home on our own. Besides, we're fighting to save mankind and all that shit. We can't just quit and let the whole world go to hell. I mean, it seems like the world has already gone to hell. We're just like the last pockets of resistance. That's if the explanation wasn't a lie. We never got the chance to hear the whole truth. Ooh, what a pickle. Sounds like we're going around in circles again. Can I be excused? It's been a rough day, and I need my beauty sleep. It's the afternoon. You're part of this too, you know. And we didn't even do anything today. A good night's sleep might help us see things more clearly. At any rate, it's getting late. We're all tired. To tell you the truth, after everything that's happened today, I'm starting to feel a little unsteady on my feet. It was a pretty fierce battle. You did die. So, there's that. I did too, but at least I went out swinging. He kind of just died an undignified death, if I'm being honest. I thought I'd do better, but, you know, we'll get there. So we're calling it here for today? Yes, I think that would be best. I'd like some time to process all of this. We're done talking then? Sweet. I kinda tuned out after the first few minutes anyway. I guess so did Hiruko. Having successfully made it through our second battle in defense of the school, we went back to our rooms to rest up. Alright. Nighttime. I collapsed onto my bed and lay there, staring at the ceiling and pondering the same questions over and over. The man on fire, what was that all about? Why was Sirei already beyond the undying flames when he was killed? There's no way he was killed here, was he? But then the man on fire infiltrated the school. The defense system didn't activate. Did it see him as an ally? Or did it just not pick up on his presence? Is that like Sirei's spirit after it got liberated? And he came to visit me one last time to give me shit for exploring rooms that weren't prepared? What's going to happen to those rooms? Who's going to prepare them? Like... can I access the map at this point? No, I cannot. Defend the school for 100 days, then return home. That's what Sirei said. But now that he's gone, was there anyone left to hold up that end of the deal? When our time was up, would someone else show up and take us back to our old familiar residential complex? Where it's brand spanking new, all the buildings have been repaired, no one's died? Will I really get to see Karuo again? He's starting to pine for her. Absence makes the heart go fonder. I mean, come on, man. You had your chance. Was that my doorbell? Who could it be at this hour? I mean, you know, we all live pretty much right next to each other, so it's not a big deal for them to travel a couple of feet to my door. I got to my feet and opened the door. Standing just outside was a familiar face. I was gonna say, is it Sirei? Sorry to disturb you, I know it's late.
Huh?
Oh, hey Eito. What's up? Nothing. I just wanted to say thank you. With all the craziness today, I never got the chance to tell you how grateful I am. You're exaggerating. If anything, I should be thanking you for bailing us out when the commander had us pinned down. You saved my life, Takumi. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Seriously, it's fine. You don't have to go all dramatic on me. I'm not very good at making friends, so I tend to spend a lot of time in my own head. Maybe that's made me a little stubborn. But thanks to your actions, I managed to realize something very important. Sometimes, it may seem like we're all alone in the world, helpless to fight back against the forces that control our destinies. But the thing is, we're not alone. Not really. As a group, we can accomplish so much more than we can as individuals. There's no hardship we can't overcome, so long as we have each other. Man, when he got ambushed beyond the undying flames, he must have hit his head really fucking hard. Because he's basically done a whole 180. Okay, alright. It's not that I disagree with anything he's saying, but it's so awkward hearing it spelled out like that. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond. And then there's Hemo Anima. If we think of it less as a weapon and more as a tool to protect one another, then maybe it's not so bad after all. Yeah, I guess not. I may not know what the right thing to do is yet, but I hope we can figure it out together. I kind of appreciate how he's spelling it out. It's like he's trying to convince himself, you know? Like he said, he's not used to making friends. He doesn't know. He's socially awkward, so he's kind of like, you know, trying to spell things out, not for our sake, but for his own. And by saying it all out loud, it kind of like affirms that, yeah, he's making the step to open up and bridge the gap between him and the rest of us. By combining our strengths, our skills, and our knowledge, I'm sure we can make it through this. I'll fight alongside you from now on. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. You can count on me, Takumi. Having said his piece, Eito extended his hand toward me, an expectant smile on his face. Shaking hands at this point felt a little redundant, not to mention overly formal. Embarrassing as it was, I still appreciated the gesture. Oh my god, did we leave him hanging? Or did we go give him a hug? I grasped his hand and gave it a firm shake. Okay, there we go. Thanks. Same here. Alright, I just wanted you to know that. Thanks for hearing me out. I couldn't wait till morning, really. Excuse me, I think I should go. I'm starting to feel queasy again. You shouldn't have pushed yourself like this. Go get some rest. I think I'll do that. Sorry for keeping you up so late. Good night, Takumi. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, see ya. Fighting for our friends. As corny as it sounds, Eito's right. Things are pretty bad right now, but at least we still have each other. We just have to remember that we're not alone. Yeah, totally. Not alone. And at any point, a creepy man could just appear and engulfed in flames. And so our 7th day at the Last Defense Academy, the day of our second real battle here, drew to a close. Alright, day 8. We made it. A full week.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine!
Okay, we're gonna need to find a way to just replace this footage, considering, you know, it's all posthumous now.
Get ready for your 8th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable.
Yep.
Be ready to give your life.
Absolutely. Even with Sirei gone, his automated announcements keep playing like nothing's changed. We'll need to discuss what we do from here on, now that we're on our own. I should go to the cafeteria and meet up with everyone there. Well, let's do exactly that. Sometimes the bed gets made without me realizing. I wonder who's doing that. God. After sleeping in it so much, I'm starting to get attached to this bed. I think I like it. Is this a memory foam pillow or something? It's pretty comfortable once you get used to it. Sometimes I get strange feelings if I lie on the bed for too long. I'm a guy, it's natural. Okay, that's repeating. Let's make a move. Who's loitering out here? Anybody? Shoma! How's it going, pal? Let's make this week a good one. I just assumed you were this way because you were on the left side of the map, but of course not. You're over here. There you are. Almost missed you. Maybe this is a dumb question, but do you think there are any animals around here? If there are, I hope we're not frightening them or destroying their habitats too badly. You know, I never really thought about that. The only living things I've seen since we got here are the invaders. Didn't we see something when we tried to steal a pumpkin? So, Shoma, if you're concerned about stuff like that, you must really like animals, huh? Yeah, I guess so. I enjoy spending time with them and learning more about them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like animals too. Really? You're a fellow animal lover, Takumi? Oh no. That means you have something in common with me. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm a human, okay? That's already in common. We're both men. That's in common. Where do you draw the line, Shoma? Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. The last thing you need is to find yourself being lumped in with a creepy little flatworm like me. Quick, you better leave before anyone sees us together. I'll disappear into the background too. I'm good at that. Here I thought I'd found something that would make him open up and relax a little. His inferiority complex is even worse than I thought. Really? I don't know how it could be any worse than whatever I'm thinking. Like, it's rock bottom. The poor guy, we need to lift him up. But, you know, I doubt we're the only animal lovers in this academy. Sure, maybe Hiruko's not one, but surely someone else is. Alright, first floor we go. Another day, another delicious meal. How can you eat at a time like this? It's breakfast time, so yeah, pretty common. What better time is there? Now that Sirei's gone, we can enjoy any food we want, anytime we want. This taco rice set meal is simply delectable. I've never eaten rice this fluffy before. That's the part you're enjoying? It's even better if you put on whipped cream on top. It really gives the dish an extra layer of sweetness. Does taco rice need to be sweet? Our conversation was interrupted by Hiruko clearing her throat, just loud enough to demand our attention. My apologies for spoiling your fun, but could you listen to me for a moment? I have an important announcement to make. Are you taking over the morning and evening announcements? Because the last thing I need is to see your face seconds before I sleep. I will get nightmares. Well, what's everyone thinking? Right, can I grab something to eat first? I feel like having cup noodles right now. Alright, that's been shown before. And what are we supposed to do now that Sirei's gone? Do we really gotta stay here and figure it all out on our own? I'm so interested to see how some of these people are convinced to fight with us. Like, Ima, I mean, if something happens to Dear's sister, maybe he'll fight. Kako, if Ima gives her permission, or he just is out of the picture, she might step in. Shoma, I have no idea. Gaku, I have no idea. Maybe if he's promised riches by the end of the 100 days. Tsubasa, I don't know, we're gonna need to give her some sort of medicine to suppress her gag reflex. But yeah, quite curious. Shoma, you're up next. You must have a kind heart to want to talk to me, but you really shouldn't bother. Just ignore me like everyone else. We spoke on the rooftop. Should I say that out loud so these guys judge me? This curry is utterly delectable. I especially like the plain rice the sauce hasn't spilled onto yet. Okay, so that's the same. I don't need to keep pressing you. Would whipped cream complement curry? It can't hurt to add a little more sweetness, right? Tsubasa, maybe whoever's in charge has called this off now that Sirei's gone and they're sending us home. Are they? Because there's been no indication whatsoever we're allowed to leave this academy. What's Hiruko want now? Well, I'll find out when I'm good and ready. Life's too short to eat healthy. I'm all about that sugar rush. Yeah. An announcement? What does she have up her sleeve this time? Well, tell us. What was it you wanted to tell us, Hiruko?
Oh.
It's about our future plans. I'm assuming nobody has come up with anything yet? Yeah, I didn't exactly like Sirei barking orders at us, but without him, we don't really have a lot of direction. Eito proved we can't escape on our own, so why don't we just cut loose and do whatever? Or we can keep fighting and see who gets the biggest killing streak. Loser has to slit their wrists right across their stomach. What? Are they cutting their wrists or their stomach? You know, never mind. I don't want to know. Why are we even talking about this? The school falls, mankind's done for. We gotta stay and fight, commanding officer or not. We don't know for sure if that's true, or if we'll still get to go home when the time's up. We'll be in big trouble if we have to stay here forever. Sharing a living space with a bottom-feeding parasite like me is sure to depress you. I mean, it is. And it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point, Show, but please. I wonder how mankind is going to be wiped out exactly. Hard to say. It must have something to do with whatever's in the defense room, though. Sirei could have had the courtesy to tell us that much before he got himself killed. I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. Follow my orders and we'll be fine. Oh well, headmistress, here she is. Huh? Hiruko spoke in such a matter-of-fact way, slipping it into conversation so casually, I didn't even register what she said until a few seconds later. Wait, what? You're going to what? I mean, she did say she has experience fighting these monsters. Whether it's true or not is up for debate. I said, I'll be taking charge of the school in Sirei's absence. If you follow my orders, we'll be fine. Hell no, why's it gotta be you? We need a leader to help organize us, to give us purpose and direction. Without proper discipline, we'll never win the war against the invaders. The war? I've told you time and time again. This is war. We cannot afford to lose. For the sake of victory, you'll have to cast aside any and all unnecessary sentiments. That includes you, Hiruko, no judging us. Hope, despair, joy, fear, truth, lies, you don't need them anymore. You don't need to know why we're here or what we're protecting. You don't even need to think. Just do as I say and fight. Just fight?
Oh.
The invader attacks are only going to get worse from here on out. That's typically how games work. A difficulty curve. We need to be at our best and match them blow for blow. That means everyone here must fight. If you want to make it out of this alive, you have to be willing to put your life on the line. Risk your life to save your life. Kill others so that you may survive. That is what it means to be at war. Nobody had any response to that. Hiruko's stance was an extreme one. There was no doubt about that. But nothing about it stood out as wrong either. Well, she's here to whip us into shape. Given the extreme circumstances we were in, it might even be the most logical way for us to proceed. Like it or not, I think so too. Violent, heartless, but logical nonetheless. I mean, like, everything is on the line, okay? We can't be soft about this anymore. There you have it. That's how things are going to work from now on. You may resume your meaningless prattle. Now that I'm in charge, you can rest easy. I will not allow us to lose. Okay, well, we almost lost yesterday. If it wasn't for Eito coming in for the miraculous rescue, would have all been crushed. And then I guess these guys wouldn't have fought, and, well, we would have ended our run at day 7. The cafeteria fell silent in the wake of that bombshell of an announcement. We didn't have the heart to make small talk anymore. The atmosphere was just too oppressive. Eventually, our new leader said she wanted to go and think through some new battle strategies and left us there alone. Feeling deflated, we gradually dispersed and went back to our rooms. Alright, Hiruko in charge. I can't imagine anyone else could keep us all in line, but still. All that stuff about not thinking and just following orders doesn't sit right with me. I feel like surrendering all control to her would be a bad idea. I think so too. I think, you know, it does have to be a collaborative effort, although someone should be calling the shots. Preferably like, you know, maybe 2 or 3. Sort of like a council, so to speak, so they can make like the ultimate decisions. And keep each other in check. I need to do something to take my mind off all this. I've got plenty of free time. Maybe I'll just wander around and look for something to do. All right, free time is here. Let's head up the training room. I missed out on it last time, even though it was mentioned that I could do so by the tutorial. So let's not miss out. I do want to see who's out and about, though. Nobody on the roof. Hiruko is in the hallways. Darumi is in the classroom. Oh, now we can hang out with Eito, so I suppose we can only hang out with people who have been unlocked in battle, so to speak. And, well, Hiruko doesn't count because, you know, she's the Ice Queen. Ima's there. Gaku and Kako are together. Alright, let's speak to some of these people in passing. Where's, like, Tsubasa? She's just MIA. I guess she's in her room. Yeah, I don't see her on the map anywhere. Unless I'm blind. Which, I mean, I very well could be. Yeah. She's just MIA. Is that something I should be aware of? Has she ventured out on her own as well? Concerning. But, well, hopefully she'll make an appearance later on. If you have time to gallivant around school, yes I do. I've got free time, okay? I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay, so it sounds like some dialogue's gonna be the same. Let's pay a visit over here. Who else was missing? I swear there was one more person that I was just thinking about. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, Shoma's not here either. Oh my god, that's bad. I should remember the guy. I've been saying, like, you know, he's not forgettable or anything. And here I am, forgetting his existence. Okay, let's just drop by here. They must be in their rooms, right? What will become of us now? Yep. I can eat food without having to work? This is like a dream. Back in the TRC, I was working practically day and night. And now you're not doing anything at all. Brilliant, no? Okay. Training room. So we've got two things we can interact with. Let's start with the arcade cabinet, a VR machine. Apparently we can use this to train in a virtual space. I don't really know how it works, though. Did you come here to use the training machine as well? Training is a productive use of your free time. I'll commend you for that. I guess you aren't gallivanting around after all. I'll train with you, if you want. Hurry up and enter the virtual space. I would, but I don't really know how to use this machine. Just figure it out as you go along. You'll get used to it soon enough. Pressured by Hiruko, I reluctantly placed the headset over my eyes. Alright, make sure we put the right wires in the right places. Here we are. Oh, okay. Huh? How did I get outside? And where did all these invaders come from? Calm down. This is just a simulation. The invaders, as well as Darumi and other allies, are nothing more than AI-controlled programs. All you have to do is defend the school, just like in a real battle. Yeah! Okay, I guess I'll give it a try. Alright, so this is our chance to just, like, you know, participate in battles outside of story beats. Let's go ahead and
Say when.
hit things up. I wonder if we'll be able to fight commanders and stuff like this. Go for it. I really do enjoy the battles.
Time to move.
So that's a plus, right? Let's
do this!
Takamaru over here to clear up some space.
My turn.
Now we can attack this guy.
I'll chop you to pieces. Broken so soon. Ready whenever.
Oh man, I can just imagine her spending her time here like all day, every day. Should we go here? No. Let's just get Darumi.
Let's go!
Yeah, just get the two next to Takumi. I can save my AP for another turn. I need to remember I can do that. I always feel like I need to use it. Deplete it to 0, but that's not the case at all.
To business. Die!
My AP back.
How unsatisfying.
My turn.
We cannot slash all the way over there. Maybe like this. Cool.
Here we go!
Homicide. That gets rid of 3. And we'll just get
Let's give it to him!
Takamaru over here.
Eat this!
Boom. Okay. Again, not too concerned about the generator. It's actually pretty resilient. Like so. Although, we're almost running out of
Hardly a challenge.
HP for Hiruko.
Take this! Broken so soon. I can still fight.
Do it again.
How's this? How unsatisfying.
Cool. 2 for free. I love it.
I've got this.
Let's go!
Homicide only does
Good
1
to go.
damage unless I boost it.
Let's do it to it!
Or I just
Here we go.
do my voltage
Let's
attack
do
here.
this.
And can we rotate it? There we are. That looks good.
Gotcha.
Doesn't cost AP either. We just get stunned, but there's only one wave. We'll shut this down right quick.
Let's do this!
Cool. And then the AI-controlled Takamaru ends up saving you. Here we go. She'll be glad that this is just a simulation. Oh yeah, Takamaru is the graphic here. No nice kills, but we get an S rank for our troubles. Wow, this is pretty realistic. You'd never think it was just a computer program.
Oh?
You're right. This will be a good way to sharpen our skills between battles. We never know when the invaders will attack next. I should probably use this machine to train whenever I have some time to spare. You can use VR training to gain BP. BP can be used to upgrade your class weapon. Upgrade your class weapon to level up your skills and prepare for future defensive battles. I suppose we do that here. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 8 out of 10. I see, okay. That's why she can do so much damage. And I imagine it's already upgraded because she's been fighting these monsters in the past, right? Darumi, Eito. I mean, do I have enough for myself here? What does it cost? Voltage gain 1.5 times. Everyone gets the same upgrade effect. Okay, and well, I do typically hurt the most enemies with my 5-tile slash. The only other person who could compete is Takamaru with his AoE sort of spinneroonie on his bike. Where do I see how much it costs? Attacking a long horizontal line, yes, that's correct. Resources needed, 800. Okay, gotcha. Well, got plenty of that. Modification complete. Mechanic upgraded glass weapon is my achievement unlocked. As your skill levels increase, you'll need good grades and materials in addition to BP. Okay. These can be obtained by participating in student activities and exploring outside the school, so choose activities that correspond to your needs. Gotcha. So I need better linguistics to swing my sword. Or my katana, so sorry. Okay, well we still have some BP to spare, so let's start upgrading people. I mean, we don't control... Oh, is it my own grades? So my grades affect their upgrades. Okay. Good to know. Darumi, of course, needs linguistics, which is why when we hang out with her, we level up our linguistics grade. Takamaru, Jim. So basically, if we want to upgrade their weapon, we should hang out with them, because that gives us the corresponding grades. Alright. Boom. And Eito. So this is like our, you know, talent, our friendship fragments and stuff, I suppose, when we hang out with them. Math. And she needs 3 math. Gotcha. So if we want to start working towards Hiruko, we need to hang out with Eito a little bit more, since Hiruko's unavailable. Okay. Well, good to know. And I still keep my free time. Could I just keep doing this? Oh, okay, so they escalate in level. Sure, why not? And it gives us our combat members, the original 4. Let's give it a shot. I imagine we're gonna get locked out at some point because we haven't unlocked the rest of the students. Oh, okay, so these guys are already at our generator. So things are pretty dire right off the bat. Somehow they snuck past us. Perfect. Okay.
It's killing game time!
Homicide. What are we doing? Those do 3. Where am I?
Say when.
I might do a side slash here. Get things started. Yes.
Here.
Full throttle!
Kamaru goes over here. Cool. Turn down to 1.
My turn.
Intestinal laceration. We can... sorry. Yeah, cranial fracture. Get rid of this
Out
one.
of my way. Broken so soon.
That
Here
means-
we go!
And get rid of these 3.
Stab!
Okay. I need to remember to seize my free my free AP when I get a chance.
Ow!
Ouch. Okay. They're hitting hard behind me.
My turn.
You only do one. Everyone only does 1 damage except for me and Hiruko. That's the issue.
Let's give it to him!
See, like that only does 1 damage. He'll have 3 HP. I
Ready
could still
whenever.
just one-shot him. Night. Ah, damn it. So close. But we won't be able to reach the other one. I think we leave this guy alive. Takamaru can tank it.
Take
here.
this.
We can start building voltage, so I'm going to focus
Satisfying.
our efforts
Good to go.
with the rest of the crew, because Hiruko... Oh no, she already has the extra bonus, doesn't she? Because her weapon's already leveled up. Something like this, maybe? Yeah. Do it.
That's it. Let's go.
Cool. Can we slice this way? Free AP.
Got it.
Here we go!
We'll get
Let's freaking go!
out of my way over here.
This!
Let's do it to it!
Our voltage is up.
It's killing game time!
You'll get what you deserve. Something like this, maybe?
Drop dead!
Oh, yeah. Oh, sick. I hadn't actually seen it yet.
Okay, your turn now.
And we get 2 AP for our troubles. Unfortunately, everyone's fatigued. She's stunned,
Ready when
of
you
course,
are.
so that doesn't work. We can do this. Cool. And then we will save our AP. Oh, we still have 2. They both carry over, right? It's okay. Ow.
My turn.
Doing me stunned for the turn.
Die. Broken so soon.
Okay, I think we're getting better at this.
Let's give it to him!
Out of my way. Ah, sucks that we're like just missing out. Nice.
Let's do this!
Let's get
All right. Let's get started.
Intestinal laceration. No, you're fatigued.
Say when.
Yeah, do this.
Let's go.
We can do this.
There. My turn.
One more time for the free
Take that.
kill.
All right. Full throttle.
So, and then one more.
Let's give it to him.
Okay. Cool. It's all coming together now. S rank. 1700 BP earned. Pocket that. Okay, so we can do like 2 challenges before we wrap up our free time for that segment. Cool. Alright, let's hang out with Eito. Let's get our math developed. Oh, Hiruko. We can hang out with you? Well, yeah, teach me your ways. Talk to Hiruko. Hiruko, what are you doing here, gallivanting around on the rooftop? Hiruko, are you not feeling well? Could you shut up, please? I'm trying to meditate. Why don't you do it in your room? Meditate? I was healing my mind by quieting my spirit and observing the sound of the wind. This war is a long one, so having a few days like this is a necessity. You're getting some mental respite, huh? Maybe I'll do some meditation myself. I meditated beside Hiruko and quelled my exhaustion. Analysis went up by 6. Alright, there's our math.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Oh, we've been at ease for today anyway.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. A productive day. Looks like another day's over. Back home in the residential complex. I used to stay up playing video games and watching random videos online until late. I don't have nearly as many things to distract or entertain me now. Once night falls, all I can really do is go to sleep. Okay. Let our dreams entertain us. And so, my 8th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Day 009. Up and at 'em, troops!
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 9th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day.
Yep. I can't believe he did like all of these in a row. Like, prepare for your 9th day at the Last Defense Academy. Alright. Come on, Sirei, let's go. Next one. Prepare for your 10th day. Prepare for your 11th day. Like, in quick succession. It's morning. I guess that's how a VA's job goes. Hiruko's in charge now. But what does that mean? Are our lives here going to be all that different from before? Anyway, I should head over to the cafeteria. As we always should in the morning. Who's out here? Tsubasa! You oh, quite a few people are still in their rooms. Did I wake up early? Was there a party last night that I missed out on? And now I get to wake up before everybody else? Is there a hungover? Tsubasa! You gotta remember, they're basically always standing here. Morning, Tsubasa. Yeah, morning. You on your way to the cafeteria? Me? No, Sorry, I really gotta get going. What was all that about? She's acting weird. Does this have to do with you and Shoma not being on the map yesterday? I should have checked in the afternoon. Well, she's retreated into her room. Who's out and about? Wait, so these are all the people who don't fight. Okay. Like, even Eito's out, Darumi's not here. I shouldn't go into someone else's room without permission. It's just common sense. Okay, we can't even knock on the door. Fine. Going to the cafeteria then. Where, you know, our team is waiting. Oh, is this the winner's table? Huh? Is it just us today? Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Is it me or the ones who are missing? The cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. Oh, did you lock them in their rooms or something? Imprison them? They usually come here in the morning. Why didn't they today? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore. You're gonna starve them? Or do we have to deliver them dried bread? What? Why would you do that? Last Defense Academy exists to protect humanity from the invaders. Anybody who won't contribute to that effort doesn't deserve to use its facilities. Isn't that pretty harsh, though? I mean, what if we, like, rescue civilians or something? Are we just gonna lock them up unless they want to fight? The way things are now, they'll never come around. It's time to start cracking the whip. We tried the carrot approach, but turns out Sirei died before he could deliver the carrot in the form of the truth, so stick time. I'm not going to let up until they shape up and start showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to be worrying about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invader attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. You will not waste it. Is that understood? Without waiting for an answer, Hiruko got to her feet and left, as unshakably confident as ever. Damn, it's gonna be all business from now on, huh? This is madness.
Hey!
It does sound pretty Spartan. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. Trying to force our friends to fight might only make things worse. Yeah, well, we didn't force you to fight, and you took it upon yourself to run away and almost get yourself killed. Not like they got any excuse to keep hanging back. None of us got any real choice here. It's like Hiruko said. That's what being at war is all about. I get you, though. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on him. I have a bad feeling about this. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We were all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we were done eating, we went back to our rooms. Sheesh. How's she gonna police this, though? Is she literally gonna beat them up if they try to enter the cafeteria? I'm worried about what else Hiruko might be planning. But it's been a couple days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I prefer to not just sit around. Could also venture out and gather some materials as well. I think it's still early days to do that. That bit of grinding. Let's start building our skills, you know? We can always push the envelope later on when we're exploring. I mean, we're locked out of some places anyway because of the level 2 fire. I don't know what's going to allow us to unlock it, but I'm sure we'll figure it out eventually. Eito, let's hang out with you today. I know it's going to level up math again, at least it should. Let's quickly, take a look at our grades. Right, so analysis and calculation for math. I suppose Eito's going to be about calculation because Hiruko was analysis. But I mean, how specific are we going to get when it comes to upgrading our class weapons? Is it going to be like, okay, your analysis needs to be, well, this is just like alternate pathways to level up our math. Like maybe as we spend more time with Hiruko, calculation gets harder to level up, but we can make up for it by going to hang out with Eito, and analysis goes up faster because we haven't hung out with them as much. Not quite sure. We'll find out. Talk to Eito. Takumi, do you think we could bring the Rationomatic back to the TRC with us?
Huh?
Why? As a souvenir? If we had this machine, everyone would be able to eat delicious meals every day. We can't keep such a convenient technology all to ourselves. Well, we don't know how it works, do we? Like, maybe it needs specific fuel that's very limited, and the Academy happens to have at least 100 days worth. We need to find a way to take this back for the betterment of society. Eito's always thinking of others. I could really stand to learn from his thoughtfulness. Oh, so both went up. That's right, sometimes 2 go up by 3 each, and I guess with Hiruko, 1 goes up by 6. So that doesn't level up our math. Free time again. Let's burn the day. Oh, they're both up here. Darumi, Takamaru. Yeah, let's spend more time with Hiruko. Meditating, so that's the same. Analysis went up by 6. Alright, the days are going fast again.
Soldiers, it's time to hit the hay.
What you gonna pull out tomorrow?
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
To punish the non-fighters.
Well,
the
then.
pacifists.
Yeah, good night.
They really put the ass in pacifist. It's that time again, huh? Hiruko's plan to pressure the others into fighting still had me worried. She'd already banned them from the cafeteria. What would she do next? Whatever it is, hope it's nothing too extreme. You know it's going to be extreme. She doesn't mess around, man. She knows what she wants, and she will get it. Dreading what the morning might bring, I slipped into an uneasy sleep, ending my 9th day at Last Defense Academy. Day 10. More dreams, perhaps? Nope. Nice chill night.
Up and Adam troops! Time to rise and shine!
Is it just me, or are you wearing different clothes?
Get ready for your 10th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Or maybe I'm starting to go crazy.
Wow! Look at you guys, making it into double digits.
Would this play even if we were all dead? Like, imagine the irony.
In honor of this milestone, I'm giving you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor.
That's right, he did say that, I guess, all the rooms are practically ready, and he'll just, open them up gradually as we go through the 100 days to keep us, keep us occupied, on the hook, so to speak.
I'll tell you all about how they work in person. See you there!
Really? Is that true? New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation is going to happen, though. We've only been here 10 days. It feels like a lot longer. We're really just getting started. It's 10%! And without Sirei, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. No, I can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. Back to the Tokyo residential complex. Back to Karuha.
Hey!
It'll all work out somehow. It always does. The morning announcement said the rec room and leisure lounge had been unlocked now. Maybe we should go check them out. Oh, no cafeteria today? No doubt those rooms are both banned from the others, right? Like, they're not going to be able to access it? Yep, they're still confined to their rooms. Maybe she's just locked them in there and thrown away the key. She'll only retrieve the key once they agree to fight. And I bet if they lie about it, ooh, there's going to be hell to pay. Alright, let's go to the leisure lounge first. Woohoo! Wow. Damn, this place looks so good. This must be the leisure lounge. Looks like a nice place to relax. It's got a pool and everything. I like it. Huh? Not you. I'm talking about the room. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be me. I know you love me. Yeah, I figured that much. You wouldn't refer to me as it. Would you? It's important to take time to rest and recover. Too much work can have a negative impact on your health. So I'm allowed to gallivant around the academy? Huh, that's surprising. I guess even Hiruko likes to let her hair down every now and then. Wipe that expression off your face. You can look at me like that all you want. I'm not getting into the pool with you. What? What kind of expression did I have? I prefer to relax on my own. Please understand. At least you said please. It's fine with me. I feel like leisure time with Hiruko would just descend into an intensive training session anyway. I guess so. So this is the leisure lounge. I like it. I think I'll come here when I need time to myself. Alright, well, we've got a training machine. A lot of good training equipment here. Swimming in a pool after training sounds like pure bliss. And monitors, we got some beach chairs. I think we can rest here after a swim. What is this, a resort? At least he unlocked it early for us. This looks like a winner. Like, what else does he have left for us to unlock? I don't think anything's gonna beat this pool, but I could be wrong. And let's check out the rec room. Last Defense Casino. Alright. Let's gamble away. Whoa. I mean, are we allowed to? Aren't we students? So this is the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. It's one of the most normal places I've seen here, to be honest. It's not hard to imagine a fancy academy having a room like this.
Hey, Takumi. You're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It's a major disappointment, though. There's no edgelord manga or mystery porn anime or hardcore eroges or anything.
Oh. Well, I'm sure the edgelord manga and the Gooner comics will be available to us when the library unlocks. I'd be more worried if there was. Are we even going to be able to use some of this equipment now that Sirei's not here to tell us how it all works?
Don't worry. He left behind some manuals and stuff. Eito's reading one right now. I'm not so great with all those big words. They're small ones.
Or phenomic ones? Awareness in general? Really? And don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. She's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. And that's why she's all-powerful, man. She knows her weaknesses. What else we got? We got the table tennis table. We've got a table tennis table here. Not that I'm in the mood for games right now. Dartboard! Darts, huh? Not right now. Is that it? Monitor. Gift-o-matic. That's a huge machine. What's it for? Gifts, I guess. And we can't examine any of the slot machines, probably because we're not allowed to use them. Eito? Eito's intently scanning the pages of that book. I wonder if he's figured anything out. Is that one of the manuals? What's it say? It seems to be for that device over there. Oh, that. Right. Presents that we can give to our comrades. What exactly is that? Doesn't look like any machine I've seen before. According to this, it's called a gift-o-matic. A gift of what now? Let me read you the introduction from the manual. True to its name, the gift-o-matic is used to manufacture presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Step 1. Select an item from the machine's extensive database. Step 2. Insert the required materials. Step 3. The item you requested pops out whole and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection toward your comrades and strengthen your esprit de corps. That's about the size of it. A gift-making machine? Kind of a weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps, but assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. Now I can hopefully start to expect gifts now that you're all my friends. I looked at the list of available items. It can make clothes, shoes, household goods, even more complex stuff like auto parts and high-spec electronics. How about gory movies, or games that were banned for being too extreme? Yes, actually. Seriously? It really is extensive. Sounds like magic, or alchemy maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revivomatic is just as much of a mystery, and that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, well, again, I died a pretty badass death. You kind of just got ambushed and killed. Do you think giving gifts would help to alleviate some of the tension around here? I don't know. Can the gift slip underneath a dorm room door? Because at this rate, that's the only way we're going to deliver it to the non-fighters. The differences between the fighters and non-fighters are a little too deep-seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Again, I guess Eito's still learning about friendships and whatnot. You can't just give a gift and expect forgiveness. Or, you know, people to appreciate you. Gift making has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Okay, I think I've looked at all the new rooms I have access to now. Maybe I'll go back to my room and think about what to do next. A rec room and a leisure lounge. Honestly, I'm not sure how much chance we'll have to use them. What other kinds of rooms does the school have that we don't know about? When will we get to see them? Maybe every 10 days. I still have some free time today. What should I do next? Well, it's just the morning. That means we've got plenty of things we could do. The rec room has been unlocked. You can now make gifts. Splatter movies. A movie where a monster attacks people when a certain date and day of the week align. Became a series after blowing up. By giving characters their preferred gifts, your student activities will further boost your grades. Give your classmates different kinds of presents to find out what they like best. You'll need BP and materials to make gifts. In addition, you'll need key items to make certain gifts. Key items can be obtained from treasure chest spaces and through progressing the story. Gotcha. Alright. Well, shall we go gambling?